The long-tail model is a unique economic model. It is a diverse way to explore new products compared to the standard business's way of only promoting or selling mainstream products. The bell curve. Pareto's power of law challenged this distribution model. He noticed there are many exceptions to the bell curve model that would bias the curve. He came up with the rule of 80-20. In terms of music, only 20% of songs will be hits. But in fact, in a long-tail model, it confirms that there is demand for almost every song. Suddenly, popularity no longer has a monopoly on profitability, which is a quote from Chris Anderson. The power law takes into account two factors instead of one, a model which also challenges this, and thus is used as a more representative measure of things, such as earthquakes, viral videos, and social media, which are all unpredictable. Businesses normally trade by selling a lot of very little. Web 2.0 blows this out the window. There is an infinite room for stock. For normal businesses, it costs money to run. Electricity, rent, stock, staffing, none of these costs apply with Web 2.0 businesses. The head of the long tail. Businesses understandably sell only the products at the top of popularity and only ones they can rely on to sell. Examples of things that would be sold at the head would be DVD shops, bookstores, record stores. They all have limited shelf space. The other limitation is not only do physical businesses have limited storage space, there are only a certain amount of channels, radio shows, an hour of the day. Web 2.0 businesses, this is not the same. For example, on iTunes you can play any song any time of the day, but on a radio station it would not be possible to play every song. There is not enough hours in the day. The long tail would be examples of that would be Netflix, eBay, iTunes, endless stock, and infinite shelf space. And as you can see, the long tail is actually larger than the head of the model. Far from the usual sale of only mainstream products, which I question is actually mainstream. For example, in music, pop is only in the charts. The total number of people that like music other than pop is more than those who do like pop. Chris Anderson explains, if the 20th century entertainment was about hits, the 21st will equally be about misses. Many of our assumptions about popular taste are actually artifacts of poor supply and demand matching and market response to inefficient distribution. The radio, magazines, and music television channels lead us to believe that only a certain genre of music, pop, is mainstream. However, they only show mainstream music and thus puts huge limitations on our entertainment. I believe that if there were no media advertising, promoting, and charts, the most popular music would certainly not be pop. It would be an equal mixture of a vast range of different genres of music. A protest against popular music was Rage Against the Machine. It challenged mainstream hits and beat Joe McElderly to the Christmas #1, causing huge havoc and uproar within the media and music authority figures. In conclusion, for a successful Web 2.0 model, it cannot only be the long tail. That wouldn't work as it would just be confusing and messy. It wouldn't be organised. It is the head that draws people in, and the long tail which lets them search for non-mainstream products. And it can't only be the head, as talked about earlier. The recipe for success is a mixture of both. Thank you for watching.